Halloween is in the air. Hey guys, welcome back to Manor for another spooky episode of Reviews from the Crypt. Today's episode on Reviews from the Crypt is on the Gemmy animated Haunted Infinity Mirror. Let's get into the categories. Now, before I talk about the first category, I would like to go ahead and say this is a new for 2017 prop, and you can currently purchase it only at the at-home store, I believe. I don't know, maybe it's being sold other places, but the only place I've seen it for sale is at the at-home store, and it's literally just called At Home. So make sure to go check it out. If you want it, I believe it's about 25 bucks. Anyways, though, the first category is quality. Now, the animated infinity mirror, I'm trying to get an angle of it where it doesn't show my face too much. As you guys can see, I did kind of smudge it with my hands, so it does get a little messy, being it is a mirror, but you know what, it's not a big deal. You can just wipe it off easily, it's not a big deal, but as you can see, it has some pretty cool designs around the edges there, as well as an actual working mirror. I don't know if you guys can see, but my hand is reflecting in there. It's pretty cool. I really like how it looks and everything on the outside, as well as it comes with its own little kickstand back here to hold it up. As a lot of YJ props use, it's not the same way that they use it, as being this is a Gemmy prop and not YJ, but it has kind of a little stand similar to a lot of how YJ props use with these sorts of things, as you can also hang it up on the wall with this little hole back here. So if you wanted to hang it up on the wall, you could easily do that. So for quality, I'm going to go ahead and have to give this half a star, being that it's not the best. It has some really cool animation, but the kickstand is a little bit, I don't know how to say it, it's very flimsy, to say that. And also, I don't like the fact that the button, I know it doesn't show up very well on camera, but there's like a huge black button in the middle of everything. I wish they could have painted that silver or something so it was a little bit less visible. That doesn't really have anything too much to do with quality, but it does disturb me a little bit. So overall, the quality is pretty good. It's just some plastic, you know, it's hollow inside of the outline and everything. But the quality is decent, but it's not the best, so I'm going to have to give it half a star for quality. The next category is price. Now, the animated Haunted Infinity Mirror, like I said earlier, I think is about 25 bucks, which in my opinion is pretty much worth it. It's not the greatest prop of all time, not the best Gemmy prop this year even, although I'd have to say probably the best is Jack Skellington, who will be coming to my channel very soon, so stay tuned. Is probably the best this year, but this is one of the better tabletops, just in my opinion. I really like the idea and the look of this one, especially when I turn it on, and I will do that in just a minute for you guys because it's the next category. But overall, the price is pretty good for what it does, and so I'm going to have to give it another full star for price. The next category is animation, or what the prop does. Now, before I get into the animation, I want to say you can easily turn it on with this little black button here, or you can come to the back and switch it to sensor, which the sensor is located right about here. So the sensor is a decent sensor. It doesn't work the best, but it does respond really quickly to sound, and I believe it's a motion sensor as well, but I don't know that for sure. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the unedited demo of the Haunted Infinity Mirror. So as you guys can see, the animation on it is quite simple, and it does have the same audio as Dawn of the Dead, which I wish they might have used a different audio track. That's pretty much my biggest problem with it. I kind of wish that they had a different audio other than Dawn of the Dead's, but it's still pretty good. It suits it pretty well, I think. It's decent audio, but I really like the infinity look of the whole thing. That's mostly what made me purchase it in the first place. I really like the fact that it looks like pretty much the mirror is never ending, which is a very cool effect if you ask me, and I really like this prop. I would definitely think that it's worth the price for what it does, and I'm going to give it another full star for animation. The next category is durability. Now, the durability of this one is kind of complicated, as this has two ways it can be set up. One being with the little stand at the back, and the other being with the little hole at the top that you can hang it up. Now, like I said in the quality part, the stand is pretty flimsy. It's not the best, so I'm gonna have to take away at least a little something for that stand. But the little thing that you can hang it up with is actually surprisingly good. If you can find something decent to hold it up, like if you just have a generic pushpin or something, it probably won't stay up the best. It's not that heavy, but it'll probably stay up decently, even with just a normal pushpin. But especially if you had like a nail or something that you could hang it on, that would work really well. It's not very heavy. I'm not sure the exact weight of it, but it's not extremely heavy. The stand is kind of flimsy though, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it half a star for durability. Now, it's time for the final category, which is the creepiness overall of this prop. Now, the fact that it's a mirror that you can hang up and it will just, you know, kind of turn haunted. Like, imagine you were looking in a mirror and then all of a sudden just this ghost girl's face appeared in it with like a never-ending look to the mirror, like it was just an infinite portal or something. That's pretty like weird. That would be really scary for if you didn't know what was going on or something. So it's pretty scary prop. I do like the kind of almost surprise effect that it has. It's not really meant to be a jump scare prop, but honestly, if you were just walking by it and then all of a sudden, bam, it just turned on, that would be a pretty surprising, yeah, that would just be pretty surprising. So I do like the surprise effect of it, and I also really think that it is a very creepy prop, and I would definitely recommend a purchase. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it another full star for creepiness. And now, guys and gals, it's time for the final judgment. I gave the Gemmy animated haunted infinity mirror half a star for quality, a full star for price, a full star for animation, half a star for durability, and a full star for creepiness, giving it 4 stars altogether. While 4 out of 5 stars is not a bad rating, I feel like they probably could have put a little bit more effort into it. It's definitely a very good prop. I would definitely recommend to buy. It's pretty cheap as well, so I think that what you're getting is pretty much worth it. So I would definitely go recommend you check it out or buy it or whatever, because it's definitely worth it. I really like it. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm definitely going to use it in this year's haunted house. But I feel like they maybe could have painted over the button a little bit, or maybe sturdied up the kickstand thing back here a little bit. But aside from that, it's amazing. I would definitely recommend it. Also, I don't care for the audio too much. That's just a minor problem though, so I don't mind that too much. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Make sure to stay tuned on Morris Manor, where Halloween is in the air. Also, tell me what you think about this prop in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.